Hey, this is Mr. Cap, and this is a really good example of a human interest story. Let's go ahead and watch it all the way through one time, and then we'll go through it again, kind of breaking down. This is what I want you to do on your human interest stories for the digital media class.
In the 18th century, the original Sultana ship was used as a policing vessel, but today its job is to bring a whole new world to Choptank Elementary students.
Probably the greatest thing about this job is bringing the boat to places like Cambridge and getting these local kids that might live blocks from the Choptank, in many cases out on the river for the very first time. There's nothing more exciting and rewarding than that for us.
This week, the Sultana and its crew are taking the 5th grade Dorchester County students out for adventure, excitement, and a lot of learning.
Hold nice and tight.
And we had learned how to steer it with ropes, and they didn't have a certain wheel to turn. So we had just learned how to pull a rope, and when we pull it, we have to pull tight, and we can't let go until Mrs. Tanya, the captain, tell us to.
On the boat, you can have a lot of fun and discover what they did back in the days.
Back? The front? The front?
These students did everything from exploring the water to setting a sail, but one of their favorite parts was getting up close with sea life.
Supposed to just stick on your face, but it was slimy and it kept on curving back, so it couldn't stick.
A day these 5th grade students won't soon forget.
Do you guys feel better now?
Okay, so one of the things that we want to do here, notice that the roving reporter gives information about the ship. And then when he's talking about kids coming on a field trip, guess what? He's talking about them coming off the bus. That's what I want you to do. I want you to do the roving reporter, then I want you to go to an interview, then back to the roving reporter, and then back to the interview. That's the way you do it. A human interest story redirects the viewer often. Notice that none of these videos right here, you see it for any more than 3 seconds. That's the way you do it. Redirect the viewer with lots of video. Chop it up. When you talk about them pulling the rope and raising the sail, have video of them pulling the rope and raising the sail. And then redirect the viewer back to the interview. Back and forth and back and forth. And that's the way you do a human interest story. That's the way you keep the viewer involved in seeing different scenes. When they mention the teacher, you show a picture of a teacher. You bring your voice down and put their voice a little bit higher when you're doing the video. And then
one of their favorite parts was getting up close with sea life.
Supposed to just
tie it all together at the end. Listen to how they tie it together right
back,
here.
so it couldn't stick.
A day these 5th grade students won't soon forget.
That's a human interest story.
Do you guys feel better?
A human interest story that redirects the viewers, has the roving reporter, and ties it together at the end.